Sabaho everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about another drone. I know the last couple of weeks you've noticed different drones. We've gone from very pocketable ones to small nano ones, and today it's another unique drone that I found that not only flies as a quadcopter, which is essentially what it does at the beginning of the actual flight, but also has the ability of converting over to a plane mode, which makes it very unique. It's called the Parrot Swing. It was sent to me from Verizon to be able to check out and share with you guys my experience of using it, so I want to say thank you very much. But let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and check out the Parrot Swing and how do we get it from quad mode to airplane mode. This is TK. Let's check it out. So here we have the box. It's actually pretty big. I had to pull the camera zoom all the way out just to be able to get it to fit in the frame. The box itself contains two different boxes within it, the drone and the flypad. The drone itself is the Swing. This is what it looks like. It does start off in quadcopter mode, which requires it to be able to take off and land. But when it does get into that air position and it does have really good hold, you're able to convert it over using the flypad into airplane mode, which gives it the ability to go much faster, higher, and the ability to do some acrobatics much better. Here we have all the components within the boxes. There's two smaller boxes. So the flypad, I keep wanting to call it a gamepad because it kind of looks like a gamepad, doesn't it? This is it has a built-in battery that is recharged via micro USB. They do provide us with a micro USB to USB Type A cable to be able to charge it. It does have about a 6-hour battery lifetime. They do provide us with a phone holder, so this is where you'll be able to connect this to your device. The battery itself is a 550 milliamp battery that does fit directly into the drone, and it does actually get charged within the drone, so you don't have a charger separate from it. Both the flypad and the Swing come with their instruction manuals, so please check those out if you're interested. The drone is very unique in design. I'm going to start saying this is foam, and that's what gives it the ability to be so flexible, so so agile. We do have a power button that's recessed right here. It's hard to reach, but you know where it is once you hold the drone in this position. The blades are kind of angled slightly, and they're positioned in a way so that when it's taking off, it takes off in quad mode, and then when you hit the controller, as I showed you before, you'll be able to convert over it so it goes 1, 2, 3, and then it becomes airplane mode and it starts just flying very fast. We have two LED lights right here indicating us when it's charging, when it's discharging. Putting in the battery will turn those on, so let's go ahead and put the battery. Switching it back, we'll just give you real quick. We have a sensor here for altitude control, as well as we also have the camera. The camera is facing backwards, so you just want to be aware that you're going to be taking pictures of this while it's flying, meaning you're going to have to be behind it. The battery has some grooves to be able to put on, so you can put them on exactly. You can never put it on wrong. And then there's a clip at the top. Inserting the battery all the way will turn on the lights. You'll notice they're in orange mode now. They're going to turn into green soon, telling us it's ready to pair. The app is pretty simple to use. You can go into My Flights, which is the different options that you can. This is the different ones I've flown. When you go start, it takes you straight into the actual interface. There is no see-through, so you're not going to be able to see through this camera. This is the initiation to be able to take a picture. You do have an automatic takeoff and landing, so here's the button to take off if you don't want to use this one. Battery percentage is 98%, and then of course the timer of how long you were flying.
So I'm at the park, it's early in the morning, and I'm going to go ahead and try to do an initial flight with this. The one thing you want to keep in mind is obviously you need the controller. You need to have the Parrot battery inserted, so you just basically insert it. It does charge within the actual unit, so you have to plug it in directly. And then when you put it in, it snaps, there's a little clip, and then you'll notice that the eyes kind of turn orange and it's going to turn green in a second. All you have to do is press the lift off, and it takes off. It's very easy, very simple. It's in quad mode right now, so that's one of the things you want to keep in mind. It flies in two different modes because it takes off in quad mode. You're always going to fly it this way. And it performs pretty much the same way as a regular quad. You're able to fly it up, down, go up and down, spin it, goes in circles, and you're able to basically just use it forward, backward, anything you usually used to that way, and it'll go. The really cool process that happens is when you use these little controllers on this point, it turns from a quad to an actual plane, which is very nice. and it goes back to normal airplane. So that's going to be one of the biggest fun factors of this thing, is that you can not only fly it as a quad, which is really, really cool to start with, but the ability to go as an airplane mode. So like, just keep a focus on that right now in 1, 2, 3, airplane mode.
So as you guys saw with the hands-on outside, it looks actually very, very nice. Takeoff and landing, it's extremely well done. If you're going to land on grass, just be aware that it may tilt over. But other than that, you can take off from almost any position. Be gentle and do take the box that the drone came in, as it actually has a really good protection level for it. Due to the fact that it's made out of foam and the construction is very fragile, I wouldn't necessarily just carry this and throw this in the back of the car. I would definitely keep it in that box, so use that as a carrying case with you, so whenever you're outside. The joypad, flypad, all of those works very nicely. You don't have to worry about it. It's pretty ruggedized. And then just put your phone inside and then go ahead and fly and have fun. Converting between airplane and quad is very, very simple once you do it a couple of times. The first time you do it, you think that the drone is about to fly and run away from you, but it's because it's going from a position of going where it's just going up and down and keeping its altitude, and then now you're going straight, and it's going to have a lot of velocity to be able to just go straight, boom, and it just flies off. And then you just start going around. You can do your turns, your circles, you can do a couple of vortexes. It's a lot of fun to play with, and it's unique in design. I have to say that Parrot did a really good job setting up this drone. I've flown another Parrot before, the Bebop original one. They definitely make really good quadcopter drones, and this is definitely no exception to the rule. It's definitely very nice. Thank you very much to Verizon for allowing me to check out this quad. Hope you guys had an opportunity to see how cool this thing is. If you'd like to check it out, please check the links in the description below as usual. And then I want to say thank you very much for the support. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.